What's up, my little tattletales? How y'all doing today? Well, baby, if you are Cardi B, you are going for the jugular. And baby, I don't mean Tasha K's throat. Cardi B is literally dragging Tasha K's husband into court. I guess she's saying all bets are off. They said family ties. Cardi B drags Tasha K's husband into court. She wants to see the husband's bank statements. Now, here's what I do want to say, right? And let me just say this. Tasha K, whether you love her or hate her, I can completely see why Cardi B is doing this. Tasha K had her foot on Cardi B's neck for years. That said, right? Tasha K might have skimped out on money for Olga, because we all know whatever, right? I hope she was paying Olga in IOUs, but it seems like she put that money into a very, very, very good forensic accountant, because Cardi B and these $1 million campaign is 100%. Cardi B is paying her lawyers buku money, and they can still not find where the bodies are buried. Let me tell y'all something. I heard somebody in the comments, I forget, was like, don't you know lawyers are prepaid? What lawyers? You mean traffic cops? Let me tell y'all something. For a lawyer like this, when you're in litigation, you cannot prepay litigation. Now, you can put a deposit down and a retainer, but once you burn through that retainer for litigation, because they want to make sure at least the first few hours are paid, or even the first 15 hours, once you do that, they start billing you, baby. She is sending those lawyers' kids to college. Trust and believe. This is costing her a pretty penny. But at the end of the day, that's the whole thing. It's not about money with Cardi B. There's an old saying in law that whenever somebody says it's not about the money, it always is. And when somebody says, no, it's just about the money, it's never about the money. It's something personal. Y'all, let's get into this. They said Cardi's efforts to collect nearly $4 million owed to her by Tasha K have ramped up in federal court. According to court documents obtained by Radar Online, Cardi and her legal team have scheduled a videotape examination of Tasha this week. Baby, they are videotaping her. They are not playing. Cardi wants Tasha to show up and answer questions under oath about her assets and income. Also, I hope I hope she got Marty from the Ozarks to be her forensic accounting to hide money. I also hope she has some really good lawyers advising her. This is not the time to lie at all about anything. You saw what happened to Teresa Giudice. Even Tasha lying. That's why they want to get her under oath and testify. I don't think that at this point, Cardi even well, of course she wants that $4 million, but I don't think that's her goal. I think her goal is to get Tasha locked up and send her to jail. I hope Tasha is telling the truth about everything, especially when you're under oath. They want her to show up and answer questions under oath about her assets and income. As reported, the Bodak Yellow rapper was awarded $1 million in general damages. You already know that. It comes to about $4 million. The judgment came months after Cardi filed suit against Tasha for alleged defamation. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Cardi only sees thousands of dollars from Tasha before the blogger rushed to bankruptcy tour. In her bankruptcy, Tasha claimed to have assets of 5 to 100 of 50 to 100K, but her liabilities were 1 million to 10 million. She listed her assets as Tasha K is so unserious. When she listed her assets as a 2021 Chevrolet Silverado, home furniture, 500 worth for electronics, 2,500 worth for clothes, 2 Louis Vuitton purses, and another luxury handbag. A couple of weeks later, Cardi filed a lawsuit as part of the bankruptcy. Now, Tasha pretty said that she didn't have the funds to pay for the judgment, and she asked the judge to forgive that debt. Cardi then filed a motion being like, we aren't forgiving anything. She is going to die with this debt, and we want to attach all her assets in case she tries to leave something to her children. Now Cardi's demanded Tasha show up to court this month with a series of documents. Included in her list of requested docs, Cardi asked for information on debtors' direct and indirect income streams through social media platforms or through wire transfers, cash payments, transfers via applications such as PayPal, Zelle, Venmo, Cash App. Even though I get that, but that seems a little bit much, because isn't the most you can transfer to one person in the week with Cash App $2,500? And isn't there a limit of $23,500 total you can transfer to somebody in Cash App before Cash App says, nah, you're money laundering? Do you know what I'm saying? Anyway, Like I said, I don't think she's trying to get the money at this point. I think she's trying to get her in jail. Because again, when you perjury in court is one thing. And sometimes the judge can sanctions you and this and that. But perjury in a bankruptcy trial, because they care so much that everybody is completely honest about their assets. Perjury in a bankruptcy trial is on another level. They will seriously end you. They will end you and send you in jail for a year, just like Joe and Teresa Giudice. If you don't know, they didn't go to jail for all that mortgage stuff. They went to jail because they lied to the bankruptcy judge. Everybody has to be honest to the bankruptcy judge. Anyway, right? Cardi also wants any other manner for designed or for transferring funds to debtor or debtor's direction to third parties. In addition, she wants copies of credit card statements from March 2019 to now, all investment and retirement account information, a list of photos of all her furniture, a list of all assets Tasha K's husband owns, and all communications she had with the IRS. Cardi demanded Tasha's husband show up to court days after the blogger with his own set of records for her to examine. Tasha has yet to respond. Now, mind you, these are demands. Tasha, before she complies, does have the right for her lawyers to say, this is too intrusive. You have no right to do this. However, I will say that when it comes to her husband, because they are married, she 100%, if they were just business partners, that'd be different. But she does have 100% of the right to examine her spouse's joint assets with her. However, with assets that are not joint with Tasha, Cardi B has no right to demand that. Again, just because you can demand something to the judge does not mean the judge has to give it to you. But y'all, let's actually be real about this. Tasha K is walking on thin ice, really thin ice. Even the fact that she wants her communications with the IRS. Now that will be interesting to see if the judge actually grants that, because I look at that as a complete overreach of power. Understand this. It was shown that in the trial, Tasha K had not paid her taxes. However, the IRS was not holding her criminally liable because she had arrangements with the IRS. You can defer tax. You can even be late on paying your taxes. The IRS sees nothing criminally wrong, and Tasha caught up on a lot of those taxes, okay? Paying your taxes is a crime, but the IRS has to go after you criminally. Tasha has come up to date for what it looks like with a lot of her taxes. The IRS is not accusing her of lying, and they are considering her in good standing with taxes. Cardi B lawyers want to play secret investigators, and they actually want to say, they're going to question Tasha. They're looking through Tasha's records. They also want to know what Tasha told the IRS. Why? Because they are looking for any inconsistency that they can go and take to the IRS and say, Tasha told you A, B, and C, but we have proof it's B, C, D, right? So we want to report her for tax evasion and for tax fraud. Then they'll go to the bankruptcy court and say, we want to report her for tax evasion, tax fraud. But not only that, she lied to the court. She should be stricken. That's what they want to do. Okay. Again, this is a really overreach, because even if you are a private citizen and you owe me money, you have no right. You can see my tax return. You can see like how much I got if I got a refund, and you can see how much I owe the government, right? And you can even see my tax returns, but you have no right to know what I said to the IRS personally. That is classified information. You have no right to know. If the IRS does not think that I am lying, why would private attorneys but why would they pay? However, there might be more to the story. I'm interested to see if they actually get this passed. But one thing I know, baby, one thing I know, she is 2 seconds off of Tasha K's patootie. Y'all listen, let me know what you think in the comments. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.